Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we'll be talking about my favorite albums of 2025. There were a lot of releases this year, and some I played on repeat that I just wanted to share. So without further ado, let's get right into it. While there are so many albums I loved, I managed to narrow it down, but I wanted to mention some that were still great. So here are some of my honorable mentions. Everybody Scream by Florence and the Machine. It's Not That Deep by Demi Lovato. Ego Death at a Bachelorette Party by Hayley Williams. Aaron Piper by Aaron Piper. Wishbone by Conan Gray. And I Said I Love You First by Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco. 5 Seconds of Summer is a favorite of mine, and I'm always excited to hear their solo work. Callum Hood released his debut album, Order, Chaos, Order, which really got my attention. The album feels like a look into his life and learning more about him and his perspective on things. I love it when members of a band make a solo album because I'm curious what their individual sound will be. The sound is very indie pop, and some of the songs sound fun, but lyrically detail some tough moments, which I feel is how people try to lighten conversations about tough things. Hearing his voice on some of these songs feels very soothing as well. That makes me feel a little bit more relaxed when I was listening. I think if I had to choose a favorite, it would be Hard because I love Sweet Dreams and Call Me When You Know Better a lot. That Showbiz Baby is a great solo outing for Jade, who comes from the group Little Mix. Her first single, Angel of My Dreams, caught my ears because of how it sounded like a ballad, but then went into this like electronic banger. The song seems to highlight the highs and lows of showbiz and how they try to discard stars and just replace them. The album came out and it was filled with electro pop and disco themed songs and explores being in the limelight while showing off her amazing vocals. Overall, it was a great debut and made me excited that she created such a personal and great album. My favorite songs from the album are Angel of Mine and FUFN, Fuck You For Now. Five Sauce or 5 Seconds of Summer is 6 albums in, and Everyone's a Star proves that they will still drag me back into the fold even after a brief break. They released the up-tempo pop rock song Not Okay as the first single, and I was hooked from the vocals, the drums, and the synthesizers that give it this futuristic vibe that feels like it takes some inspiration from maybe like the Gorillaz. When the rest of the album was released, I was just in love with the songs. I also loved the album cover and the looks they went with, which feel way different from the looks that they have rocked in the past, but are also so cool and very Y2K. The album's lyrics and production really shows how much the group has grown and how they are constantly evolving and working together to write about their experiences, which are different compared to when they started. There are so many good songs to choose from, but my favorite is between a couple. Everyone's a Star, Telephone Busy, Not Okay, and Boy Band. As an OG believer, of course I'm going to listen to Justin Bieber's new album, and Swag was a long but fun one. The songs have R&B influences with a few collabs with artists and comedians like Drewski. Justin sings about love and his relationship, but also about his mental health as well. The album shows his continuous growth and him stepping into his role as a father and continuing to navigate his marriage. He also released Swag 2, so you have a lot of songs to enjoy. My favorite off of this album is All I Can Take, but Yukon and Daisy were also bangers. Somber really broke through with this debut indie rock record, I Barely Even Know Her. I was shocked at how much I loved this album, and it felt like it blended some of the sounds from rock in the past and mixed it with the pop styles of today, which made me move my shoulders and want to sing along. The album seems to explore the complexity of romantic relationships as told by the title and questioning whether he knew the girl he is singing about. Somber has a great voice, and generally, I like his vibe. I would say my favorite off of this album is definitely 12 to 12, which is the song that really convinced me to give him a chance and listen to more of his music. Watching K-pop Demon Hunters, I was not knowing what to expect, but after hearing how it's done in the beginning, I was sold on the movie and the music. The music is obviously K-pop inspired and it's all great songs. The music does great to add plot points into the lyrics, but also has you wanting to sing along because the songs are just so catchy. It was a great album to go with a great film, and if I had to choose one song that is my favorite, it would be Free. There are so many great albums released in 2025, and I would hope that you check these out and see if you like them, and maybe you'll find a new artist to support. Music is great for a variety of moods, and these people that created these albums help make the year so much better. I can't wait to see what is released in the upcoming year. Thank you for watching my video. I would love to hear your thoughts down below in the comments of what some of your favorite albums were from this past year. But besides that, please subscribe so you can see more of my videos. And everyone stay safe, have fun, and goodbye.